Sounds like it's got a little ring to it.
There's a quick breakdown.
Alright, and what is the
Dub Vendor?
It's Dub Vendor.
Dub Vendor. Alright, this is your boy French, Garçon Français. Today we are at Dub Vendor. This is Hiphop Heritage, and we'll be interviewing Face about the timeline of reggae. So my brother, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, sir.
I was looking to ask you a couple questions on how reggae really started and how we kind of influenced the hip-hop heritage, because we're going down the timeline. So I wanted your kind of input on how reggae really started.
It started in late 50s, early 60s with, it was called ska.
Okay.
And the exponents of ska, I would say, would be the Scatterlights.
Okay.
Which were like more of an instrumental band. They did a lot of stuff, but it was really, really fast.
Okay.
And then what happened? It got slowed down late 60s, early 70s into rock steady.
Okay. What
where they did the half time.
Oh, half time. Okay.
Yeah. So it was really slowed down because it was too fast at the time. And then from rock steady, which was a very short period of rock steady, it went into reggae.
Okay.
And that's where all the reggae things came out. And then one of the main, if you want to, because you had different forms of reggae. You got your lovers, your roots. But if you're talking about things that influence hip hop, you're talking about your DJs.
Okay.
So you need people like U-Roy was first on the scene. He used to DJ over like Treasure Isle rhythms and stuff like that. He was one of the first ones. Actually went on a mic and DJ'd on the sound system.
Okay.
You know, and then you had I-Roy, Prince Jazzbo, Big Youth.
And what times would you say?
We would say, so for U-Roy, because he was with the Treasure Isle and stuff, you'd say early 70s.
Early 70s. Okay.
71, 72 upwards.
Okay.
Then I-Roy came on the scene around 75, you know, upwards.
70s,
and then you had the root scene. From 75 up until 85, a good 10-year span.
Okay.
So you had like groups like Culture, Burning Spear, but you had also roots DJs, and that person would be like Big Youth, Just Stitch, Jazzbo, and people like that were doing like roots tunes.
Alright.
You know what I mean? But the actual art of DJing was came from the reggae scene.
Okay.
Even the grime scene over here really was started from way back in the 80s when the British, the second generation of West Indian children wanted their own identity. They didn't want to. They didn't want to copy stuff what they heard from where their mothers came from. They wanted to talk about stuff what was happening here, right? Because back then, it's still happening now. You'd have the police giving you hassle. You know what I mean? People running you down for your colour and stuff like that. So we translated that into and so forth, all that. So we started our own scene in 1980 to 87 from that like good 5-6 year span of British MCs. Smiley Culture, Asher Senator, I'm one of them, Papa Face, Tipper Irie. All these artists are all born here and was making reggae here to the people that was born here. So that became a big thing. You know what I mean? So that's where you get, then you got from reggae over here, you got jungle. So jungle comes from here. Right? So what they were doing was sampling stuff
from the old school,
reggae,
bringing
it onto the remix. But it was the music that was made here. It was our music, because it's made in London, made in the UK. Then you had UK DJs actually chatting on the drum and bass rhythms, on the jungle rhythms that they call them. And then from there you had dubstep. And then you got your grime scene. So it's all, but it all originates from Jamaica. You know, from the Caribbean and then upwards to here. Because a lot of the hip hop artists as well from America originally comes from the Caribbean.
What artists would you say?
Busta Rhymes.
Busta
Rhymes is Jamaican. You had what they call now the Furious Five.
I've heard of them.
They all Dougie Fresh, Jamaican. All these early hip hop exponents are all from the Caribbean. You know. I mean, there's a lot. There's a lot to fit in. It's a lot to condense in 5 minutes. But that's basically, if you was to work around it, that's where the music comes from. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
You're most welcome.
It was nice speaking to you. Thank you very much
You're
for
welcome.
your intel.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, it's your boy French. Just interviewed my brother Papa Face. It was a beautiful interview about the roots of reggae, and this is Hip Hop Heritage. I'm out.